I think the first thing that comes to mind when people picture the National Park Service is a National Park Service ranger with a ranger hat. Then they may picture Yellowstone National Park, Old Faithful, Geyser, Grand Canyon, Rocky Mountains, Yosemite, giant sequoia trees. But that's just part of the National Park Service. We have a lot here in the eastern United States that's really unappreciated. We have beautiful forests and a lot of ancient history that deserves protection and appreciation. So here at Hopewell Culture National Historical Park, we have these giant geometric earthwork complexes. Some of them are over 120 acres in size. They're enormous.
The Hopewell culture is a term referring to a diverse group of native people who lived throughout the eastern United States around 2,000 years ago. They represent a unique transition point in human societies in North America when hunting and gathering peoples were giving way to agricultural societies. Consequently, they left behind evidence of their accomplishments and clues to lead researchers to believe that the massive mounds of earth were home to great gatherings of people for trade, ceremonies, and celebration, including the burial of their dead.
These earthworks indicate that this culture was very advanced 2,000 years ago in mathematics, in landscape architecture, in engineering, in astronomy, and in artistry.
To honor and preserve the accomplishments of this ancient culture, the National Park Service and local partners began the process to become inscribed as a World Heritage Site. This is a designation granted by the United Nations to recognize cultural and natural sites which demonstrate evidence of outstanding universal value. In 2008, Hopewell Culture National Historical Park, along with the nearby Fort Ancient and Newark earthworks, were placed on the tentative list for inscription. Nearly a decade later, work continues to convince both U.S. and international agencies that their request is deserved.
These places really do stand among places like Stonehenge and the pyramids at Giza as remarkable human achievements and representations of human creative genius. One of the greatest benefits to Chillicothe and Ohio to a World Heritage designation would be increased tourism, which would have economic benefits, and it would also help to educate more people about the remarkable heritage that we share here in Ohio.
Writing an application for the World Heritage Program is long and involved. And one of the things the World Heritage Program is really interested in is making sure that the sites are well managed and that they're going to be preserved for many, many, many years in the future.
For now, local and state officials are continuing their preparations to submit a final application to UNESCO. Until then, the rangers, archaeologists, and partners will remain focused on telling the story of this remarkable culture.
The park and the Hopewell culture, and I think all Americans, would benefit from World Heritage Site designation because it would bring this fascinating ancient culture, such an important part of America's ancient heritage, to the forefront, and more people would recognize how valuable it is.
Here are these majestic places that our ancestors built, and they should be preserved, and the world should be told about them so that others can come and see how majestic they are.